What's up, everybody? It's Kyle, also known as the Pandaman, Baby Ainsley, back with another video that you're gonna love. What I thought would be useful. So I've been in this game of fitness for 27 years now, way longer than most. Yes, I've put in my 10,000 hours many times over. Is to list out how you can spot what's known as a fake fitness expert. Now, why is this important? Well, with the social media universe, there's a lot of frauds out there. And they range the whole spectrum, PhDs to influencers on Instagram and the like. But this can potentially save you your hard-earned money. Because fake fitness experts are not going to get you lasting results. One of the first ways to spot a fake fitness expert, and I just saw this posted yesterday by a big name in the industry, in quotes from a podcast. Most people are far underreporting their caloric intake. Now, why would that be a sign of a fake fitness expert? These are the type of people that still believe it's about calories in, calories out when it comes to transforming your body. And if you were given a diet program by them and you're in the deficit and you're not losing body fat or weight, rather than examining themselves, the fake fitness expert, they say, you're underreporting. That's got to be the reason. Now, I can speak to this one from firsthand experience. This will tie into another point about fake fitness experts. I used to believe that too, when that was all I knew. There's no way this person's not losing weight. There's no way they're following this. But that was before I learned the art of fasting, and I learned about mind mapping and the science of neuroscience of habit formation. Rather than take the blame themselves, a fake fitness expert just has to blame you, the client, the consumer. So that's kind of on the surface level. Now that ties into another point I was just alluding to. A fake fitness expert does not have an open mind. They never change their mind because they become so married to the propaganda that they've been taught, such as protein is king, calories are everything, the first law of thermodynamics. And when they're faced with new evidence, they just try to bash it and knock it down. Where someone like me, on the other hand, I live by a philosophy known as empty your cup. Constantly empty your mind so you can put new stuff in, kick it around, try it out, see if it actually works. Because results in anything, especially fitness, are about what I call reality math. You say this works, but when you see all these people doing it and they fail to get results, or they fail to have a lasting transformation, it doesn't work. The reality math doesn't add up. Now, another way to spot a fake fitness expert, and if you stay tuned to the end, I'm going to outline a very simple nutrition and fasting protocol that you can use, and in 2 weeks, you'll see massive changes. So stay tuned to the end. The other way you can spot a fake fitness expert, there's two parts to this one. They've never had to get in shape because they've always been in shape. They don't look the part. So you have the one that was blessed with great genetics. And they're probably geared out of their mind, juiced out of their mind. Now listen, I love anabolics. I love testosterone. I love growth hormone. But these people that look like Greek gods, men and women, that have never been out of shape, are trying to tell you how to get in shape. The busy father, the busy soccer mom, and they can't relate to you. This is like Michael Jordan trying to teach you how to be Michael Jordan. He can't do it. This is why most great athletes don't make great coaches. It's a God-given gift that they have. Now you have the other end of the spectrum. These people that have PhDs, these are usually the academics. The PhDs, the nutritionists, the dietitians. And they're telling you, and there's all over the internet, I see them all the time, how to gain muscle, how to lose fat. Meanwhile, they have a dad bod. They don't have any muscle. So how is somebody without any muscle going to tell me how to gain muscle? These are the people that base everything in studies. Now, studies can be important. Here's how you would use studies. Experience and experiment a protocol. If it works, then you can look for the research that, oh, this is why it works. That's what I do all the time. Most of these fake fitness experts use studies. The study says. It's like their little blankie, just like Ainsley has her Levy. This is their safety blanket. Everything has got to go back to a study. Everything's got to be a study. Now, if any of you out there watching this still trust science above experience, then I'm sorry to say your brain might be a little retarded. Because after 2020 and all the shenanigans, when the science says this, trust the science, how could you put any faith in science? Science always follows the explorers, the trailblazers. It ain't the other way around, guys. So those are signs that you might want to stay away from that person. You might not want to invest your hard-earned money with that person. Especially if they don't look the part and you look them up and they've only been doing this for a year or two. How could you be an expert in a year or two? You can't be. All overnight successes take at least 12 years. Take that to the bank. All right, now I promise you I'm going to give you a protocol you can follow for 2 weeks. And if you don't lose weight on this or fat, reach out to me. I will personally help you. So here we go. I'm going to assume that you're not advanced with fasting. So I'm going to keep that part of it very simple. And then I'm going to give you the nutrition piece of this. Fasting and nutrition are two different things. First off, for the next 2 weeks, I want you to follow my Black Panda protocol. It's a 48-hour fast. You're going to start on a Sunday night. Don't eat anything till Tuesday night. You can have coffee, water, tea. I'll put in the description what to put in your water. You want salt in your water. When you break your fast, start with fruit. Then eat your feast. Very simple, right? Now for the nutrition piece of this. So you're going to be eating 6 times over the course of the week. Now here's the great thing. I don't want you to cut your calories. God forbid you are not going to cut your carbs. In fact, you can do the exact opposite. Eat until you're full. Do not eat a little pipsqueak diet meal. At least 4 of those feasting days, those eating days, I want you to take your fat intake super low. So your fat intake is going to be super low. And I want you to have less than a serving size of animal protein. Okay? And dare I say, even take that animal protein down to 0 as well on those days. That'll supercharge this. Trust me. Protein is anabolic. which means growth. For most of us, that means fat growth, fat cell growth. So for those feasting days, you're gonna take fat intake as low as you can. So just read labels, you don't have to measure anything. Prioritize good carbohydrates, fruit, honey, potatoes, rice, that type of stuff, veggies if you want, oatmeal. You can even have sugar on this stuff. A lot of salt. Take protein intake, 30 grams or to 0 on those days. And the other 2 days, one of them, start with fruit, eat whatever you would normally have for a feast. And the last day, have a cheat meal, whatever the heck you want. Totally sustainable. I think you'll enjoy it. Let me know your results. Thanks as always for tuning in. Need you to do a few things for me, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you never miss anything I'm putting out in the Pandaman official, and leave a comment or question below.